Yeah. And I think I've been kind of dealing with this a lot, this conversation, not in the realm of my being in imposter syndrome or being in hustle, but that there's this misalignment or misjudgment of pace. And
Hmm.
because of the pace that I can sustain and have sustained for such a duration of time, there's this projection that's happening from other people who feel as if I'm going to burn out because they're projecting on me what their pace is. And they're telling me I need to slow down. And this has been consistent in my life, really all my life, but I've just been hearing it a lot in the last 2 years. And I had this amazing conversation just with my husband last night. And he told me, he said, you cannot allow their sense of comparison, their
Hmm.
sense, I use the projection word, he used comparison, to stagnate you or to get you off track when you've been doing this for years and you have not burnt out and you're not overwhelmed and you're enjoying what you're doing and your family is intact and your children are happy and you're doing what is right for you. They're not looking at the pause and the huge break that you took in between being 29 and being 33 and saying yes to what God has in your life right now. They're not paying attention to that because they're not thinking of it. They're thinking of you
Hmm.
right now, and it seems too fast. It seems too good to be true, right? So it's understanding that everyone's like seeding ground for what they're reaping in their life right now is different, and that time even of evolution is different. And to
Hmm.
not project your hurt or your inability to do whatever it is. It's not even a time constraint. It's just an energy constraint, I think. When you're talking about introvert even versus extrovert,
Hmm.
massive
Yeah,
conversation just in that. And
absolutely.
doesn't mean that my impact is less than yours, by the
No.
way. It means it's done in the way that God would have us do it uniquely. And I
Yes.
think that's where there needs to not be the cheering on of busy or hustle culture, and also not the celebration of you're really good at being still. I think being is an active verb, and therefore we need to activate, but that doesn't mean that we're all running the same race.
100%. I couldn't have said it better myself. And it's funny because people say to me, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing now? You're always doing something. Like you're always busy." But I'm doing everything I'm doing at my pace. So for me, it doesn't feel like I'm doing so much or all these things because I
Yeah.
do it at my pace. And I think, Tamara, we're very similar in this regards that we take care of ourselves from a mental perspective, emotional perspective, our souls, and our physical bodies. And when you maintain a healthy lifestyle and a healthy mindset, I think you can keep going at the level that God has designed you to move forward at versus letting other people's activity or what they're doing or whatever, what they're saying about you influence you. Because
Yes. So
I
good.
don't ever want people to think, "Oh, she's just a busybody. She's doing all these things." I'm doing what I know I've been called to do, but I'm doing it in the way that I know how to do it that's aligned with my energy level, my skill set, and the amount of hours that I want to work every single week.